my baby is with my grandma. So y'all need to go where I stay at and get out of people's house.
Why would this mother think it was okay to hide her newborn baby under a blanket, to conceal it from police and DCF investigators?
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. You're trying to do a removal?
Yeah, I got the order to produce.
What's the story? Anything that we need? Or
It's actually a case management shelter, so the child was born into care. Yeah, so I don't actually know all that much about it because I didn't have to do like a full investigation.
Okay.
So,
All right.
she's just been not cooperating. The child was born November. We haven't seen kid, so.
All right. So, is that a foster home or is that the mom?
This is the mom.
Oh, okay.
Here's what she looks like.
Alexis Crawford.
Yeah,
So do you need her or you just need the kid?
I just need the kid.
We're just here in case something breaks down. It's
Right.
just like a 67
Standby.
single 90
Yeah.
breaks down.
DCF. DCF. Hey, is Alexis here? Yeah. I need to see her.
She ran out the back last time, so still no answer. She looked out the back window and then saw the other two officers back there.
Now look here, if you're new to this channel and you trigger often, everything bothers you, you might want to watch this video by yourself over at the Officer Henson channel. But for the rest of my good breads, y'all know what time it is. It's time to be nosy.
What's your step after this if she doesn't produce right now? You got a warrant to like take the baby, or how
I'm
does that
trying to
work?
read through this, see what I have.
Sure. Have you had this before?
No, I just called my supervisor. It should say that you guys can use force to enter the home.
Yeah, it does. But my only thing was gonna ask if normally if it's deputies that go with you guys to those, or is it usually the city when it's in our area?
I think it's usually the city.
Okay. But you've not had one of these,
I haven't
so
had
you
one
don't
of these,
really know.
no.
Okay. Just question because it was like one of those things I've never done either for removal.
Yeah, we're using any.
I've never had a parent like deny them. So.
Oh yeah, I know. It doesn't usually play out like this. Usually we call and then the decision's made to remove or something like that. Like in my experience, I've never had that paperwork where I've read that before. So
Just like she found, supervisor said, because there's this clause in here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna force it. But what we're gonna do is just start. If you could just knock on the door. Hey, we're allowed to come in forcibly.
Yeah.
You need to produce a child. If you don't, we are gonna force entry and come to home. Something like that, and just about every minute repeat that. Out on the door, nice and loud. I'm gonna let the other guys know to hold his spot. He's on his way. Give us 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll take it from there.
Sarasota Police Department, we have paperwork to enter your home, and we will use force if you don't answer the door.
A male resident blocked officers at the door, demanding proof and refusing entry. Meanwhile, the mother slipped away to hide the baby in a back bedroom.
We're not leaving. Let me get your information, sir. Can you just say that? Hold on. You hold on, please.
No, you hold on. Hell no, man. Please go put your shirt back on, man. Please.
Let me talk to you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, this is what I'm saying.
First of all, we have...
I'm being rude.
Sir.
All right,
What's
I'm
your
being
name, sir?
rude because I just figure out there's no address on there. There's no name for the person whose address name is on the address. So all that's illegal. You just told my daughter. You just told my 15-year-old daughter.
Shouting. If you don't calm down, we can't explain.
All right. Forget to see me on the phone. My thing is, the search warrant doesn't have our address on it. No, I am. The search warrant is for here.
You're shouting again. If you don't want to talk to me, go away.
You try to be slick about it.
Misunderstood.
No. I ain't misunderstood. This is what I'm telling you, bro.
No, you're not telling me anything. Go away if you don't want to be nice to me.
All right, so you want me to be nice to you?
I want you to be reasonable.
But you gotta understand, you just invaded my home and lied to my daughter. Is that reasonable?
We have an order to enter the home and take the child from the
what
address,
address?
from this address.
There's no address on there that says
Mother of the child has this address listed as her residence.
Yeah, she don't.
You're going over. I don't understand. You want me to explain to you or not?
Can I see the page?
No, you cannot.
Can I see the page where it says this address? You're allowed to come in this address.
You're going to let me to explain this first.
I'm just lost what's going on. I woke up to y'all in my house.
Because you're being impatient.
I just woke up and you're in my house.
You woke up and you weren't prepared to see us.
Right,
Can
what
I,
the hell?
Can I explain to you why we're here? Can I?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Because he's not telling me why you're
Okay,
here. He's
all right.
making no sense to me.
Will you give me just a minute?
Yes, please.
I'm not doubting that.
This is confused. Don't get confused with anger. This is purely passion. He should understand human nature. I just woke up to a person in my house.
I'm gonna make it make sense
Please
to
make it
everybody
make sense.
that wants
All
to
right, go
listen.
ahead now.
Okay. So DCF has been trying to track down this baby because the baby has to come with DCF because the mother is not compliant.
I get all that.
The mother has the address here, and they've come by several times.
The mother has her
and she's
address
not
here.
participating in the situation that they have going with her.
Right.
Which I don't know your relationship with her. So this address is listed as her address. DCF has paperwork, a judge-signed paperwork that says the police can use force and enter this home and retrieve the baby.
Do you want to look in the house any further?
I do want to see the last room that was locked.
It was locked?
My question is, can I see the information where it says her address is...
Yes, you can. What's your
How do
next
I get
question?
that? How do I get that
What's your
information?
next question?
Well, how do I get that information?
You got the one page I can show
I
you.
don't want to interject, but I just wanted to
Thank
let
you
you
very
know that
much.
it does
Yeah,
say about CPS.
Yes.
So y'all walked there and she was...
Now listen.
We were told she was here.
Listen.
This is really... This is very disturbing, right?
No.
My God, we gonna need you to stop, bro. This boy built like a woman, act like a woman, move like a woman, sound like a woman. And this is what happened, fellas, when you don't go outside, when you surround yourself around, or you keep yourself around a bunch of these women, you start to become them, yo.
You were asleep, right? You were asleep, right?
Right.
Your 16-year-old daughter opened the door, says, yes, you can come in, right? And did we leave after you said you can't be in here and leave, right? We left, right?
All I was asking for was proof of address and proof of just show me.
You have to give us an opportunity to explain.
You guys will lose the case because you haven't showed me the proof to say
There's
you
no
can come
case
to
to
this
lose.
address.
This isn't a criminal
I
matter.
didn't say this is the case. I said if we were in a court of law, proof is in the pudding.
Sir.
If you do not show proof, how are you?
Sir.
Let him answer.
Okay, go ahead. Sir. I'm sorry.
My supervisor is going to come here. We're going to explain to you again that we're going to go in there and check that last room.
Okay,
because that's what it says.
right.
Okay, so either you can let us do it now or wait till my supervisor gets here.
We went to the supervisor.
Excellent.
We just having a
So we're just
conversation.
gonna-
Hold on. Stay here for a second. Boss.
Hey.
Boss.
Crawford stepped outside and lied to officers that the baby was at her grandma's house in Bradenton. She kept insisting they had the wrong address and needed to leave.
What's your grandma's phone number?
Give me 1 second. Please sit down.
For what?
Because you keep walking around. I can't find the kid. You're being detained. Sit down, please.
Okay, my grandmother.
Sit down,
Y'all
please.
need to go to my grandmother's house.
Sit down on the
Hello?
curb, or I
I
can
can't
take you
sit
in
on
my
the
car
curb.
in handcuffs. What do you want? Sit down. Now, don't get up. Now, DCF, you want to talk to him or not, but you have to stay here. Do you
This is
understand me?
not where I stay at. It's at my
Do
grandmother's house.
you
Y'all don't do that.
understand me?
No, I don't understand you.
Stay here and don't move. Do you understand that? If you get up, Officer Sullivan's putting you in handcuffs and you're going to my car. I'm not warning you again.
This is not, they all in your house and I don't stay here. They don't have no search warrant or anything.
You don't
so
stay
they
here,
need
but
to
you're
get-
here.
Okay, that don't mean nothing. I can come over
and
here.
they
I'm
have
just
that
visiting.
address listed where the judge...
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter. You've been evading them for 3 months. You were supposed to turn the baby over at the time
I
of
was not
birth.
supposed to. My baby don't have nothing to do with this.
Okay, I would be
Y'all
very
should come
cautious
to where
about
I
what you
stay at.
what you have going on because
And
you
my
obviously...
grandmother told y'all I don't stay there because she don't want y'all
It
around
doesn't
there.
matter. We have to have the baby. Okay, you're not cooperating with the
First
conditions.
of all, do y'all have a warrant?
They have paperwork that says that we can enter this home with
Okay,
force
that's paperwork for
and
there.
take the baby.
That's paperwork for there. Y'all don't got no warrant for
I would
me.
advise you sit back down and
Y'all
relax.
don't got no warrant for me.
Okay, we're
I
not
don't
arresting
care.
you.
The order to produce.
Okay, that's an order for something different, but I don't stay here, so y'all need to go where I stay at and get all the people's house.
No, this is the address that you have listed.
I don't care. Y'all don't do that. This is not my home.
You're not understanding. There's a legal route that this has to go.
Okay, so what? What are y'all supposed like? What's going on? I'm in y'all face.
You need to produce the baby for these people.
Okay, then
They're
y'all
doing
need
their
to
jobs.
go to Bradenton.
Yo, look at this, guys. This is the face of foolishness right here. The face of foolishness. And what's sad is she young. You know what I mean? So she got a lot of fault. But it's a house full of adults there, all condoning this bullshit right here. All condoning it. Once I seen her pop out with the shower cap on her head, I already knew we was in for some foolishness. This shit got a face, guys. And you looking at it.
Okay.
Can you have them?
You will give them the address of where the baby's
my
at.
does not drive. Y'all need to go to Bradenton.
A resident silently walked Sergeant to a bedroom and pointed at the bed. The sergeant lifted the blanket and found the newborn hidden completely underneath a blanket.
They don't want you going in and out of the house.
I'm in here.
You're going to get handcuffed because you're not being cooperative.
Sit down and stop talking.
Okay.
Get somebody again throwing handcuffs. You understand me?
Yes.
I'm telling them my baby is with my grandma.
All right. Did you give the address to DCF?
I did.
Okay. Why are you getting loud and
Because y'all
you're making it into a
aggravating me.
lot more than it has to be? The reason that they're here is because you're not cooperating. Okay?
Okay.
You're not here for criminal. We're not trying to take you to jail unless you start acting out, and we have to do so.
This is their house. Like, y'all
Okay,
don't do
but
that.
you were staying here at some point. That was the address that they have
Okay.
for you, and the judge
don't
signed
stay
off
here.
on that address. That we have reason to go into the house with force if necessary and
Okay,
retrieve
but
the
I'm
baby.
out here.
Okay, but we're looking for the baby, not you. Okay, sit down. I have questions for you that I need answered.
Okay.
Sit down. Do you want to get arrested for obstruction?
The moment the mother realized the baby was found, she confessed the child had been inside the house.
Have a seat, please.
Okay, my baby is in there. Y'all can...
Okay, then where's the baby?
I'll be
Do that. Get tighter.
Officer Sullivan's going to search you.
I don't
Spread
got
your
nothing
feet.
on me.
Spread your feet.
Where was the baby?
Under a blanket in the other room.
The baby was just in the room. Is there a way I can just talk to you guys?
Nope,
Y'all
too
know
late
this-
for that.
Y'all know this hurts,
Right.
right?
Search. Well, you know,
Well,
if
I
you
could
kept
fit
struggling.
2 fingers. I wouldn't.
Yep.
Okay, but I just
Well,
had
just
to
so we
do
get to
it.
the
Did you lock
jail.
this one?
Yeah.
Can y'all loosen this?
No.
Can you just give her info, start PCA?
Yeah.
Go ahead, get
Have a
in.
seat.
Minimum.
Please, is there a way you guys can please
Sit.
just help? Please.
I was just calling to let you know there's not going to be use of force that I'm aware of. I'll talk with Zach and Jordan. They tried to conceal the baby under a blanket, so the one room that was locked up, we ended up
Somebody trying to
finally
walk
getting
out
rid
with
of
a baby?
it. No, I think that was their plan if we were distracted, but I had it covered so that they couldn't get out with her. And then another guy who hadn't been here in the beginning was he came grab me. He's like, "Hey Sarge, I got something to show you." And he walked me in, and he just pointed in the bedroom. And he's like, he wouldn't say anything. So I just lifted up the sheets. I heard the baby cry and grabbed her. So our involvement as far as force and
No breach
breathing and
and-
nothing like that.
What's mom's name again?
I have no idea.
Really dark skin, heavy set.
I think everything.
Explain to them that it sucks and that we're sorry for what happened. I didn't want them to have to finish their thing alone, right?
Yeah,
So,
no. Perfect.
you guys, do you know what your charge is?
I'd like to do something like a child endangerment or something. I want to read up on that minimum.
Work with them. Figure it out. Take
obstruction.
your time. This one, I want to do it right. So I think that you can do 10-15 based on the violation of that. There's probably a statute on
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Maybe call booking and find out.
Yep.
I'll keep Garrett here to help facilitate whatever's about to happen. As far as you guys are concerned, you've got mom. You have all the information that you need to do a 10-15.
Yeah.
Why don't you go start taking her to jail?
Okay. No problem. I'll double check
She
on
lost her
everything.
right to be able to see him and
Yeah.
stuff. So,
Perfectly fine.
do you need the mom at all at this point? Or can you talk to her after arrest and all that stuff goes?
Let me just tell her real quick, just for the
Yeah.
record, we're
Okay.
sheltering the child. She
Yeah.
lost her.
Hey, Sarge. Completely forgot to ask you exactly how you found the child.
She was in the bedroom across from the one that you wanted to get into. So the one that you were in, literally directly across from that, he said, "Hey, Sarge, come with me." I followed him. He didn't speak any words other than "come with me," and he pointed in the room, and I was like, "Is baby in here?" I was thinking the baby was 6 or 7 by this time. I thought that's what was happening here. And so as he pointed in the room, I just hear whatever, little baby crying. So I just peeled the blanket up and grabbed her. So she was covered. That baby was covered with a comforter, but they covered her up in order to conceal her from us.
Pretty
I
large
think what
comforter.
happened was she was in the room that you guys couldn't get into when you left. They moved her across and covered her with the comforter.
Yeah.
Would be my guess. A girl who works for Dunkin' Donuts. My guess, based on her emotions, I don't know how they got this claim, but my guess would be that girl who works at Dunkin' Donuts, who also is a family member, is probably the one who called it in. Because she seemed to have, know exactly what was going on.
Oh, I got you. Thanks, Sarge. Really appreciate it.
I take care of him.
Hi.
Can you talk to one over there, please? For me, for
What's
her?
your relation to her?
I'm actually the baby's aunt.
Okay.
how they
If there's
take
something
this,
you want me to convey, I can talk to her,
Yeah.
but
I want to ask her, is she out of her mind?
what do you think?
Like,
She had her baby hiding in the back bedroom.
You don't you don't know that's why I came here?
Yeah.
You don't know that's why I came here?
Do you know that she was supposed to turn the baby over 3 months ago?
No.
Exactly.
This is what that's why
we're here.
To her. That's why.
I can't open the window.
Like how?
You can talk to her like here, but ma'am,
Like,
do you want to give?
Now my mother has to deal with consequences of all y'all being here. For what? When she could have did what the she was supposed to do. When she was supposed to do it. Like,
I agree.
everybody's supposed to.
Do you want to give me some of her info?
No.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I gotta.
Alexis Crawford was immediately placed under arrest and was charged with child neglect and resisting an officer.
Man, did you see how the sister that snitched at the end there, the one at the end that got all hype at the end, you saw how she just came right on in, swooped right on in for the attention. Now she got the chance to get the screaming and acting like a fucking fool after she told on her sister. And I'm not blaming her for telling. You know what I mean? Even though, would she have told if her and her sister had a better relationship? If they had a better relationship, she wouldn't have told on that girl. So this is why all that she helped. No, she didn't. And they play these games, man, and it's sad, yo. But overall, this was fucked up, man. House full of people. What happened to the big old boy that ran out there talking about nobody's here and do you got a warrant? Now he feel like shit. And I tell you, this is what they do in our community. Don't nobody be saying anything. We sit here and we see the poor mental health. We see the bad decisions. We see everything. And we don't say nothing until the shit turn into a flood. Then somebody drown. And now we out there with our signs talking about they'll give you the shirt off their back and all that crazy shit. When we could have avoided that, guys. We could speak up and we could tell people, yo, get some help. Ain't nobody in that house told this young lady that she need to go get some help. Get that baby to the dad and you go see about yourself. Nobody does that. Everybody be fake and phony with one another. And that shit's sad, bro. But let's take it to the comment section, guys. Hit that like button. If you can hype the video, hype the video. Thank y'all, and I appreciate y'all for y'all support. Salute to all my new guys coming on over. Salute to all my new girls coming on over. I appreciate you.